Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the Table Topics contest. Our chair for this contest joined Dahran Toastmasters Club in 2008, then she joined Al Jabal Toastmasters Club in 2009, and finally she joined Explorers Toastmasters Club in 2013. She accomplished her Advanced Communicator Bronze, Advanced Communicator Silver, Advanced Leadership Bronze, and Advanced Leadership Silver in Al Jabal Toastmasters Club. She was the first to accomplish Advanced Communicator Gold in the history of Explorers Toastmasters Club, and she only has one level left in her Toastmasters educational program to be a distinguished Toastmaster. Please, help me welcome our future DTM, Raja Muhammad.
Thank you, Nuha, for the nice introduction. And welcome all to Area 20 Table Topic Contest. Today, I'm delighted to be the contest chair for Area 20 Table Topic Contest. As Toastmasters, we understand that in order to be successful in our life, we must present our ideas and ourselves clearly and coherently. There are many occasions in which we are expected to speak without preparation. Many of you know that table topic is, but I will explain it to our numerous and most welcomed guests. A short question will be asked, then the contest will need to answer it with a short speech that is 1 to 2 minutes long, allowing to 30-second grace period at the end. This means that if contestants spoke less than 1 minute or more than 2.5 minutes, she or he will be disqualified. The green light will be displayed at 1 minute, the amber at 1.5, and the red light at 2 minutes, and will remain displayed until the speech concluded. The time will begin from the first word uttered by the contestant, but will also include any other communication such as sound effect or stage act. Therefore, the ability to think in our feet is a vital skill that each one of us develops through practice and training. Participating in impromptu speaking not only builds confidence, but also expands our abilities as effective communicators. The purpose of the table topic contests are to provide an opportunity for proficient speakers to gain contest experience and to learn from their Toastmaster training, to encourage development, to improve their impromptu speaking skills, and to recognize the best as encouragement to all. The contest will be conducted as per 2014 Toastmaster International Rules Book. Contestants, functionaries, and sergeant-at-arms have been fully briefed on the rules. Only the first contestant will remain in the room. The rest of the contestants will be escorted from the room by the sergeant-at-arms. Each competitor may stay in the room after he or she completes the competition. There will be 1 minute of silence between contestants and 3 minutes of silence after the last contestant for the judges to mark their ballots, sand for tally counters to collect the ballots from judges. Each contestant will be introduced by announcing the contestant's name, then the table topic question, repeating the table topic question, and then the contestant name. Each contestant should proceed to the mic station before his or her turn. Each contestant will be presented a certificate at the end of his or her participation. So please, contestants, stay on the stage at the end of your participation. The speaking order for the contest was determined earlier this evening by having our contestant draw for position. The order for the contestant will be: contestant number 1 is Rita. Contestant number 1, Rita. Contestant number 2, Nashid Abdul Khaliq. Contestant number 2, Nashid Abdel Khaliq. Contestant number 3, Ahmed Al Miqdad. Contestant number 3, Ahmed Al Miqdad. Contestant number 4, Layla Gafasat. Contestant number 4, Layla Gafasat. Contestant number 5, Salih Al Ghamdi. Contestant number 5, Salih Al Ghamdi. And contestant number 6 is Yasser Tolba. Contestant number 6 is Yasser Tolba. All table topics contest. Please stand up, and ladies and gentlemen, please give all contestants a very big round of applause. Please pay attention to the following important rules. Number 1, anyone with a mobile phone should place it on silent or switch it off. Number 2, no flash photography of the contestants will be allowed during the contest. There will be photo opportunities later. Number 3, when the contestants has begun, the sergeant at arms will secure the doors. Members and audience are asked to refrain from leaving or entering the room during the contest. And number 4, after the contest, no one will be permitted to leave the room until the ballots are collected. So, Chief Judge, may we start the contest now? Yes. Timers, are you ready? Okay. I believe we are ready to begin the table topic contest. First of all, and before escorting the contestants, except the first contestant, I should like to call our Chief Judge, Abdelaziz Al-Dulayjan, to pick any of the 3 envelopes before escorting the contestants. Oh, no? Ah, come on. Come.
What's your name? Mr.
Now, Sergeant at Arms, please escort all the contestants, except the first contestant, to another room where they cannot hear the contest. Sergeant at Arms, take the mobile phones of all contestants as you are escorting them. So, are they? Okay. Contestant number 1, Rita, are you ready? Can you present? If your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? I'll repeat again. If your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? Contestant number 1, Rita.
Life. That's the title I'll give for my novel. Life is not easy. It's full of struggle. I was frustrated one day with my father. My father was quiet. He took me to the kitchen. No, Dad, I'm not in the mood to drink coffee now. No, listen. He switched on one switch, the oven. He kept the pot, he poured the water, and he placed one egg. Second, he put on the other oven, keep another pot, put a boiling water, and put potato in that. Third, he switched on the other oven, put the pot, boiling water. In the third, he put a coffee bean. All were boiling. After finishing 15 minutes, he told to remove the egg and put it in the cup. He removed the potato and placed in the plate. And he removed the coffee beans, put it in the cup, and he served me. Dad, brew it. I just saw the smell. The life is importantly said with one word, is learning. Learning to adapt to convert. The first, when the egg went inside, it was soft and fragile. When it came out, it was hard. At the same time, the potato was very hard when it went into the boiling point. When it came out, it was very fragile to touch. The same, the coffee bean, when it came out, it was with aroma and mixed. Each person's life is always knocks out in any other thing. It is positive or negative. How you adapt to that life and come up is the thing which leads your life. The novel, everybody's life comes between that. So each time, whenever you knock out, get up with a positive thing to lead your life. Thank you.
Rita. Let's observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. You're finished? Yeah. Contestant number 2, Nashid Abdel Khaliq. Hi, how are you? Let's start. If your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? I repeat again. If your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? Contestant number 2, Nashid Abdel Khaliq.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests.
Good evening.
If my life was a novel, it would be how the beautiful butterfly came to be. And really, when I look at my life in terms of where I am today, compared to where I was years ago as a young kid, the one word that describes my life clearly is transformation. I have made many transformations in my life, I have made many accomplishments that allow me to break barriers. That if you looked at me at a certain point in my life, you would never knew that this same person would be in a different state, a better state later on. So if my life was a novel, I think How the Beautiful Butterfly Came to Be would be the novel title. And I know I look like a beautiful butterfly to all of you, right? So you'll have a nice picture of me on the front. And inside, you would read the words about what happened to cause the transformation that made me who I am today. So at the end of my life, I hope it will show gratitude. It will show gratefulness for the things that I've been blessed with, because I could have had so much less. So to summarize, How the Beautiful Butterfly Came to Be would be the novel, and how it will end, it will be a story of gratefulness. Back to you, Tosin.
Wait.
Thank you very much.
Let's observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the bells. Yeah. All right. Contestant number 3, Ahmed Al-Miqdad. Contestant number 3, Ahmed Al-Miqdad. Okay. If your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? I'll repeat again. If your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? Contestant number 3, Ahmed Al-Miqdad.
Master Chair, ladies and gentlemen, if my life is a novel, what would be the title of the novel? I would title it, You Be You, I Be I. How about that? You need to be yourself and live your life like it's supposed to be. Be who you are. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to imitate somebody else. Don't try to live somebody else's life. You want to live one life. And therefore, whatever you do in life, just be the best you can be. Be who you are. And so whatever you do in life, you need to do the best you can. Bring out your best and live every day like the best day in your life. And therefore, whatever we do, it has to be us, not somebody else, not trying to, image somebody else or be whoever. Be yourself. Again, the title would be, You Be You, I Be I. Back to you.
Thank you. Wait. Ahmed.
Thank you.
Let's observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the balls. Okay, it's over. Contestant number 4 is Layla Gafasat. Contestant number 4 is Layla Gafasat. If your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? I repeat again. If your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? Contestant number 4, Layla Gafasat.
If my life was a novel, what would be the title? Something melodramatic, like The Journey to My End, except I have no idea what my end is. But I think what defines me more, in the eyes of my family at least, is my search for a perfect job. By show of hands, how many of you are still in this church? Oh, managers, anyone? So my first job ever was at a school for females. I took it because my family didn't want me to work with men. I resigned it because I didn't want to work with women. So I went into another job at a hospital, had plenty of men who were 17, 18, teenagers. It literally felt like I was working at a teenage school for boys. So I left, because I'm a woman, and for some, I have no idea what I want. And on and on and on went my journey. At the moment, I'm happy where I am. I love my job. I get to design, I get to write, I get to take photos, and I do a mean job of retouching. So if I like you, you look good. If I don't, I'll just leave you to look as God has intended for you to look. But you know what? Our life journey, it's not about the end, which for a time I was obsessed with. It's about all the little ends, all the moments that lead to that end. And for my end, I like it to be at sunset with me, knowing that I'll probably die this day, but I'll have a big jar of Nutella. Because my life is ending, so there is no way I'm gaining weight. Back to you.
Thank you. Let's observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Okay. Contestant number 5, Salih Al-Ghamdi. Contestant number 5, Salih Al-Ghamdi. If your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? I repeat again. If your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? Contestant number 5, Salih Al-Ghamdi.
Table Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, respected guests, good evening or almost late good afternoon. I'm lucky today between Raj and Raja. Both. Everyone in life wanted to be the best novel in the world. If they are young in age, they will go to the romance part. If they're old, like Mazen and Khalfan, they will go to legacy and leave values. But in young and powerful age like mine, Abdulaziz Dalijan, we will pretend that we are, when it comes to safety, we are the best in the class. When it comes to values, we are the role models, we walk the talk. Come back to the novel. I will share with you a real story that I keep, seed, and feed my kids with. Always, we raised and get old with what's so-called walls has ears. Unfortunately, by applying this, we inject double face. We inject double coins. So when we say things inside houses, in closed area, outside, we convert and say something else. And this is why you see race, sectarians, tribals, name it. And this unfortunately what will make every nation who strongly believes in double standard, they will go way behind. But if you are genuine, honest, give the feedback that you believe in to your kids, to your people, to your co-workers, classmates, your spouses, believe me, this is the best novel. And you can title it The Truth and Honesty. Go back to the company that most of us are Aramco employees. 5 main values. And these values, not only in Aramco. Safety, we cannot live without safety. Excellence, we cannot live without excellence. Citizenship, accountability, and also integrity. Can we live without each single of these values? Can we? No. We cannot. So my novel will be values. Back to you.
Wait, Saleh.
I don't want my wife to see this picture. No, come on.
Just joking.
Okay.
He's practicing his values.
I'm practicing my values, ya Raja.
It's okay.
Don't disappoint him.
No, it's okay.
لا لا
خلاص, we had picture.
يعطيك العافية.
Yeah. Okay, let's observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Yasser. Yeah, all right. Last but not least, contestant number 6, Yasser Tolba. Contestant number 6, Yasser Tolba. If your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? Again, if your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? Contestant number 6, Yasser Tolba.
If my life was a novel, the title of the novel would be How to Handle Your Teenage Son or Daughter. And it would have multiple chapters. Chapter number 1, Mastering Teenage Language. So here is an example of how it goes when I talk to my teenage son or daughter. It's like, Baba, I'm like, told them that they're like this and I'm like that, and I'm going, can you just give me a sentence with a subject, verb, object, in any order so that I can understand what it's about? So that would be chapter number 1. Chapter number 2 could be something like money matters. Apparently, as soon as a child becomes a teenager, there's this mass email that goes to all of them, and it says, money grows on trees. So when it starts growing on trees, you can ask your father or mother for money anytime, and they have to get it out and give it to you. Chapter number 3 might be something like brands. So I went to Zara and then Forever 21, and then we went from there while listening to Vampire Weekend, and then we went from there to that, and I'm going, what? Can you give me something that I can relate to? You know, a Marks and Spencer, something old-fashioned. And it would end with my daughter or son graduating from college, getting married, seeing them with kids, seeing them on a platform just like this, making fun of their kids. And that's how my story would probably end. I hope your story ends in the same way. Back to you.
Yes, sir, yes. All contestants, please join me in the stage in order appearance. Let us put our hand together and welcome our contestants. To have a photo.